the theoretical amount you should have won on average based on that probability. Now, watch this. We're going to do one more question. It's our last question together. Oh, I'm a little sad right now. I'm not gonna lie to you. A little sad right now.
Sentimental.
Yeah, a little sentimental. I'm not gonna lie, a little sad. Starburst. I'll make you feel better. So, if you think about it, one of two things can happen every time you play this game. You either win or you lose. You now know the chance of winning. It's this, the 0.4929. The chance of losing is everything else. 0.5071, I guess. I think is it. So,
I got 5-6.
well, it depends what you're round to. But if I go to 4 decimals. So, what I'm going to do is let's make a little tea table. Okay? A little tiny tea table with 2 entries in it. Our last little data table together. How much can you win? Now think about this. You have to cover your ante in this discussion. So if you actually win 0.4929, right? If you win with 0.4929 probability, how much do you actually win? How many starbursts? No, forget your data for a second. Forget your data, because your data was awesome, but it was skewed the wrong way because it was
Is it better how many times you're playing?
just per game. So each game, right? Each game, you bet a starburst. If you win, how many does the dealer give you?
Slightly less than half.
2. No, forget your half. Your half was your data. Me and Alexa are playing. She bets me a starburst and she wins. I have to hand her 2 back, correct?
Yeah.
But that means she won 1 because she covered her ante with 1 and then she profited 1. Is that fair? So if you win 1 starburst back.
Yeah.
Is that fair? We're covering the ante. Okay, and that happens, as Carrie said, 49.29% of the time.
So narrowing down.
But just under. But just under. Hold that thought. Because the rest of the time, 50.7% of the time, what's your winnings?
0.
Careful.
Negative 1.
-1.
Because you lose your ante.
Because you lose your ante. Don't forget that. You lost your ante. That's how they get you. They get you because they take your ante away 50.7% of the time. Sorry, I didn't mean to creep you out. Thank God I wasn't on.
I think I'm just gonna rewatch this video.
Thankfully, it's not putting it in my face. So, what's the average of that? This is a distribution. It's called, just to give you a 243, this is called a probability distribution. This is well, it's gone now. That was a frequency distribution. We had on the board before. This is a probability distribution. You can do, if you did the quiz for today about the betting on 5, you did one of these already. So what you would do, it's exactly the same thing. You would do this times this. So 1 times 0.4929 plus this, -1. I'm using judicious parentheses here, Gary, because I think it's a good idea in this case. Lots of negatives and positives. 0.5071, and here's why we like probability distributions. Technically speaking, you then have to divide by the sum of this column. But what's the sum of that column? It sums to 1. Because either you lose or you win. I mean, that's 100% of the time, you either lose or you win, assuming the dice don't explode while you're playing the game or something. So really, that's the average right there. Whatever that equals is the average. So what it ends up being is 0.4929 minus 0.5071. So if we do that real quick, it's damn close. Michelle's already figured out it's damn close. 2, carry the 1, right? 6, 4. Am I doing this right? Did I do that right? 0.0042, is that the difference? No. No, 0.0142?
Yeah.
There we go.
That's a negative.
Negative. Who just said that?
Yeah.
It's negative, which makes all the difference. That means, friends, on average, over time, you lose 1/100th of a starburst per game. Almost indistinguishable that you're losing it, but you are losing it. And when I say you, I mean every single person playing the game is losing that. If you change the word starburst to dollar, you're losing 1.50 cents per game. If you change the word one Starburst to $1, which I think is like the minimum bet at some of those smaller tables, you are losing on average about 1.5 cents every time you play the game.
And times that by 10.
Genius!
And the thing is,
They're getting free alcohol, man.
oh, it's.
You are getting free alcohol! But think about...
Yes, do they do it?
Do they give you free booze at the craps table? Do they do that?
Oh, yeah.
Do they do that? They do that, okay. I just wander through. Whenever I go to Vegas to rock climb, because it's a great rock climbing area down there, I just wander through the casinos in my gear and just look around, just smile. Yeah, you enjoy yourself. And it is. I'm not telling you don't gamble. I'm not telling you don't gamble. I'm not telling you that. I'm saying don't go in there expecting to fund your retirement on what you're going to win, because you're going to win negative. Just so you know. What I always tell my friends who have a hard time controlling themselves, you're going to win negative, which means you're going to lose. Here's what I tell my friends who have a hard time controlling themselves gambling. Take whatever money you allow yourself, budget your losses. Whatever money you allow yourself to lose, put in your right pocket. Bet only that. If you win anything, put it back in your left pocket. As soon as your right pocket's empty, go the hell home. Because you see what can happen. It happened to you guys today. You guys actually came out ahead. You guys came out ahead, didn't you? If you had stopped playing at that 340 trials, you would have walked home with more money on average over time than you came in with. That is not going to happen infinitely. That is not going to happen if you keep playing. You see the movie Casino? I think I've mentioned it to you guys before, right? That's what happens. That's what the long run means. It's called the gambler's ruin. At 243, we attacked that one too.
Unless you're doing it.
Now, this guy. I want to get one more thought about the exam, because now you can totally attack that set of exam questions about craps with con gusto. But here, be careful. Because I talk about the don't pass bet on the exam, which is betting against the roller. So you might think to yourself, holy crap, how can that work? Betting against the roller is above 50%. They change the way don't pass works. It's not, remember how I said it's almost betting against the roller? There's one teeny tiny difference that drives it below 50%. That's for you to find out. One of the questions is go find out how it's different. And it's genius. I know, I'm such a bastard. It's a genius move. Craps is a brilliant game. Because look at that. Who's going to miss a penny per dollar?
Me?
Well, drug lords. And us, now that you know. Now that you understand. Now that you understand. Oh, that was good stuff today. What's up? Craps? I don't know. History of craps sounds like a fun problem too. I haven't Googled it.
Sounds like craps to me.
I tell you to go to the Wikipedia page. I bet you it's in there. Yeah. On average, how much do we win theoretically? Negative one penny. Right. Negative 1.4 cents. So in other words, this is a guaranteed way of them taking $1 and giving you back 99.6 cents or 98.6 cents.
Hi, can we still try to correct the quizzes next week or
No, this week. But some point this week. Good.
Aaron!
I don't know how to call it.
What an unfortunate name. What an unfortunate name. It's such a great game. Hi. Did it come back with this?
Well, these are my corrections, and I
Oh, you got the. So we all three in the same class?
I'm sitting here.
And I'm sitting all here. Yeah, right in the yellow classroom, I'm sitting right here. If it's not, I'm sitting at this.
No, you don't have to.
I'm sitting here because I have to test it.
What don't you do here?
Yeah.
I know, and the problem was, every time I got your email, I just looked forward to getting here. I would keep going here.
There's so much.
It's chaos, it's chaos. So thank you, I will take care of this for you, don't worry about it. I will take care of it. So live with me, I'll put it in my folder now. Thank you, hello. Good, give me that. Are you sure? Look in the progress report at the top.
I just think people just put things in.
never pocket.
No, it's not. Oh, it's not there. This is what I took today? Right. Okay, shoot me an email. This is on the shop file by lunch.
No wonder why you guys.
Same problem? That means I win points. Emily is apologetic. I don't know where she is right now, so she's just having lots of her hands. Take care. Take care. Go home. Ooh.
I tell you what,
Of course you can.
Count it!
I must have. There's Michelle Smith. Hi, everyone. With Mac 112. She's probably looking at this email. What the hell is this for?
It did not.
And it didn't show up. That was Michelle D. It just showed up Michelle Smith. But that's weird because I hadn't sent her an email in 3 years at her class. And usually it would find my most recent Michelle Smith. And you're my only Michelle Smith right now.
I'll still beat you, but I was
I don't know. I will try to remember to find it myself and forward to the correct Michelle Smith.
So I'm gonna go.
There you go.
Sweet.
I'll try. I'll try.
Where are you going? Home. Okay. Bye.
What's wrong with this? Yes.
Is it seriously?
It's gorgeous. What's wrong with that?
Okay, so I was
It's
seriously.
beautiful. What's
I
wrong with
would
that?
probably got it.
What's wrong with that?
Squeeze me.
Okay,
Really,
the
don't
lead-
squeeze me.
I went on Google.
Yes.
And research pictures. And it was all this columns,
Yes.
bar graphs,
Yes.
with lines on it.
It
All
had
over.
different,
I could
it
not
had
figure it
different, I
out.
did the same thing and they had different examples of it.
Oh, so they're calling different things proto-diagrams.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's,
just
it's
to
pretty
follow
just
this-
basically mean two things being graphed together.
No, it means, you see how the oil consumed goes down as the countries go? It makes you go, oh, we suck as Americans because we're using the most oil.
Right.
A Pareto diagram emphasizes that by putting that first. The reason it's called a Pareto diagram is because there was an Italian economist named Vilfredo Pareto who made something called the 80-20 principle. You remember this in 243. 80% of the wealth is held by 20% of the people, which sounds pretty close to what it is right now. So what you're doing is you're emphasizing the fact that the U.S. is consuming the most oil by putting it first and having everybody else tail off.
Well, you also, and they also had like some examples with the columns, and then they would have connected dots.
Oh
lines
yeah,
and
that's
stuff.
just extra
Yeah.
frill.
So I just
you
did
can
that.
add all that stuff too.
Yeah, that's
this was the.
yeah, that's what they were considering.
I got you. So what I need to do is do exactly what you did. Help me do, Brandy, and make a video to go
I
around.
don't like that. I'm gonna be
I need to do
bored out
that.
of mine.
The idea was I didn't.
Well, it's funny because all I did was I put the.
You just put them all in?
I put these guys first because you said put it policy and I hit all that one and it pulled out.
Perfect. Perfect. So I'll just make a video. I'll make a video. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I mean, I made them for the other ones. I don't know why I didn't do it.
So I used lines, so I was supposed to use bars.
Don't worry. Use what you got. Use what you got, Gary.
Does that make sense?
It does. It does because you have. It's the same
I mean,
information.
it's
All right.
just.
But it's the same exact. Look.
Yeah.
Ready to go
Same
change
exact
the
thing.
schedule.
Instead, you got lines versus bars, but it's the same exact
Yeah.
information.
Okay.
Alright.
Yeah, I mean, when hers go up, yours go up. It's the same
Yeah.
exact information. That's great.
Okay, cool.
Perfect. Perfect.
I seriously spent like 2 hours on that one.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll make a video. We'll show you a lot easier next time.
Can I do the name of the project?
You can.
Okay.
Does that work that way?
I'll bring you a hard copy too.
I did. I mean, well,
yeah.
just
That's
do it.
okay.
But yeah.
Because I have to hand out. The trouble I have with Emily with grading right now, I want to give her consistent stuff.
Okay.
So,
Oh,
yes.
hi again.
Okay.
I'm just gonna warn people.
Well, that's okay. That's why we're going to get you on. That's the whole point.
Okay. Well, if I can get it to you in like the next half hour or so?
It was due 2 hours ago. Use the coupon. That's why I have it. That's why you have it. That's to be used.
Okay.
It's a gift. Use it. Just on my gift.
I wanted to cherish the gift. I wanted to hold
I
on to
wanted
it
to
forever.
cherish
I don't
the
want to
gift.
just give it back to
But it's
you.
a beautiful
I want it
gift.
to be, you know?
Same problem they did.
The same problem?
Yeah, it's not in there.
Oh! Then I'll fix it.
And we did discuss me emailing you because my printer issue.
It's when I hear about it beforehand, it's a totally different story.
Okay.
It's after the fact where I'm like, that's totally fine. It's okay.
Okay.
It's all temporal for me. If I hear about it beforehand, we can make allotments. If I hear about it after the fact, it's like, I don't know what to do. So, it's even in my syllabus, that's why I put it in my syllabus. When you get it beforehand, I'm the Italian, you get me after, I'm the German.
Do you have a syllabus?
Yeah. What do you see in my survey?
Oh, great.
What the requisite? See you, Kendra.
Okay, so do you have to have knowledge of iPods or MP3s or whatever to do that?
No, just randomness.
Okay, because I was like,
Just randomness. Just randomness is all.
If I ask my kids go, God, Mom, you're
Just Google it. Google it. But you don't have to. You understand how randomness works. That's all you need to know.
Okay, because I was like, I don't know.
You need to know how randomness works, and that's it. Kelly, go.